So let's just close off by letting people or advising the brands or the people that are listening in how they can actually adapt to some of these things. So when I was researching, I came past a Harvard Business Review by Janet Baylis. Yeah. So it was kind of highlighting the old truths before lockdown or before COVID-19 and the new truths now that we are in the real world. Yeah. I'll just mention a point and then you'll come in and tell us how you understand that or something.
Okay.
So one of the old truths was marketing begins with knowing your customer, because you just look at your competitor, you look at their customers, those are your customers. But right now, the Harvard Business Review paper by Janet Baylis was stated that marketing now begins with knowing your customer segment. Yeah. So if you could just throw some light on that, we're going to just go through it very quickly because I know we're already out of time. But if you could just throw some light on that.
Goes back to the fact that by knowing your customer segment, you're more or less delivering a personalized experience. So it's no longer about let me say bonaba some. It's about now what is that personalized experience you can give. For example, I'll give an example at Datamine. You know that maybe Faizo is very busy, so Faizo only has time maybe from 6 to 8 to meet the tutor. You will then, as a tutor, apportion that time and tell Faizo, you know what, call me up, let's have that discussion. That's something you never ever see in the normal, can I say, education setting, especially higher education, for a tutor to give you that personalized experience. So it's more about understanding the segment and then giving that personalized experience.
All right, so moving on to the next point. The old truth, you are competing with your competitors. The new truth, you are competing with the last best experience your customer had. And this is really self-explanatory. What it means is brand loyalty is literally next to nothing now. Yeah. People are looking for convenience. People are looking for sustainable brands. People are looking for brands that care about them. People are looking for brands that send them happy birthday messages on their birthday.
Yes.
Yeah. So the whole, his customers are my customers. No.
Yes.
People will eat from here. People will now eat from about 5-10 places.
Yes.
If it's not, unless it's a service-based business, in that, like a telecom company, you've been on one network your whole life. Telecom companies are now coming up with mind-breaking bundles that you look at and you're like, or mind-breaking innovations. I'll talk about how Airtel now has the partnership with the farmers, whereby they can literally just get information about farming of a simple SMS to Airtel, a simple SSID code. Yeah. Oh, I'm planting beans. What should I do? Get your Airtel line, do something, get something. So even if I have a phone line of a different client, I am still going to have to use that service. So I'll actually look for that line, put it in, find out what I need with regards to farming. You get what I'm saying? So you are actually competing with the last best experience your customer had. That's the truth. Let's move on to old truth. Customers hope you have what they want. New truth. Customers expect you to have exactly what they want. And I think you have experience about this.
So in today's experience, brands have to be proactive. The old customer experience is about, actually it's customer service, was about being reactive. I come, complain, you sort me, we move forward. Now brands have to predict what is going to happen to you so that they're able to cushion that so that you don't come to complain. And that talks about the customer journey, right from awareness when I know about your brand to the last one of post purchase. Maybe I won't go through the whole customer journey, but right from when I know about your brand on TV, I should know as a marketer, you should know exactly how that customer is going to walk from that point of getting to know you to the point when they have finished buying that commodity. It's no longer about someone purchasing and then you say buy and you move forward. there's that experience after even I've purchased from you. So it is now important for brands to walk through the customer journey. You as a brand, you put yourself in the image of the customer, walk it, and then be able to provide services that you feel you're then able to identify their pain points, and then their moments of wow, the wow moments. So you leverage on the wow moments, and then the pain points you cushion them or find strategies to avoid them, so that then you're proactive and not reactive to how you deliver the service.
Wow. Amazing. Sorry about that. Okay. So that's true. Customers really expect you to have exactly what they want, because I mean, the bar is rising every day. If this restaurant I am ordering from can deliver, why can't you?
Yes.
So people have changed their tone towards, can you guys deliver too? Why don't you deliver? You know, Javas does it. Why are you giving me little food? Javas gives me more food. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
People now expect you to be perfect.
Yes.
They don't expect it to be, I'll give you an example. Tugule, a startup. Yeah. So before shipping in these goods, we consolidate them.
Yes.
So that we give you a good price. I mean, if you buy a pair of shoes and you want us to just ship that one pair of shoes, it's going to cost you a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. So what we do, we consolidate all
Different
those goods.
orders.
10 people have bought shoes. We have this pair of shoes. We just pay one bill. It is cheaper. But people change. People have changed. People come to you and they're like, but why? Why don't you just give me my product there and then, you know, your competitor does it. And you're like, you know, but this is why they're charging a very steep end.
Yes.
And that is why you have come to us. Because we love you, we value you. You know? They're like, oh, okay. So it's the love, all right. You know? But it is the truth. Right now, customers expect you to have exactly what they want. So moving on to the next one. Old truth, quoting customers is just like dating. New truth, quoting customers is just like online dating. And let me just give you a brief about this. It's because in marketing terms, we have seen a shift from brand marketing to build reach to performance marketing to generate leads. Yeah, and some people may not have understood what that means, but this is because businesses are going digital. Yeah, it's no longer about put up a billboard. When people see whatever they are seeing, you will have reached them. No. Now it's about, are you doing SEO?
Yes.
Do you have Facebook ads? Do you have Twitter ads? Are you sharing these things on WhatsApp status? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? It's about all these different kinds of things. And we actually got into a conversation with my very good friend John Senkes. So we're talking about website traffic. Yeah. And this is this guy is the most passionate guy when it comes to anything, SEO or website. Yes. It's like he was born with this knowledge. So he was telling me about how website traffic is working and how people, what brands are doing to increase website traffic. But this is all part of the new truth of quoting customers. It's just like online dating. Yeah, you text someone in the morning, you put up a post on Twitter in the morning. Yeah, you remind them about lunch. Hey, how was your lunch? You know, you put up something on Facebook asking people for reviews of your service. Yeah. In the evening, you ask them, hey, can we go out? The brand is going to tell you, oh, we have an upcoming webinar, we have an upcoming conference. It could benefit you if you actually came and tried this out. You know, so I was blown away. And I said, wow, this is why people love listening to people who come from Harvard. Because this was to the point. So to the next point, all truth. Customers must sit at the heart of your marketing strategy. New truth. Customers must sit at the heart of your customer journey. Yeah. So can you just throw some light on that?
Basically, maybe to highlight what the customer journey is, it's from awareness, when I get to know that, oh, there's a brand X. That first time you interact with the brand is the awareness stage. So brands need to then be able to meet the customer there. If you see my brand, are you able to contact me? If I saw a billboard of, let me say, Tugule, am I able to see the website and contact them? Or I'm going to just see a blank billboard. Then we go to the consideration stage. After I have seen and been aware, I am now considering to either purchase or be part of your brand. So at that stage, how then as a brand do you align to make sure that you're meeting the customer? If I pick up your phone that you put on your website and it's not working, you did not consider me in that journey, or probably it's outdated, the website is not updated, the reviews are horrible and there's no change, the whole interface is terrible. So at the consideration stage, as marketers, because this is when the customer is getting reviews, asking people, how is it? How is this brand? How is Datamine? Do they pass students? So you need to then, as marketers, make sure that at that consideration stage, all your touch points in that area, maybe your radio ads, your websites, your reviews are on point. Then we go to the purchase. Now, today we have online and physical. At the purchase, this is when I will walk to the brand and purchase. Am I going to get a good experience? Are the people there good? When I get served, if it's online, are they delivering on time? Is it convenient? Does the app work? Do the payments methods work? So then after we go to after the purchase, we go to the post-purchase, and that is we go to the loyalty stage. So at that stage, what are you then doing to make sure that I am happy? Do you check on me? Do you give the care calls? At Datamine, I guess you receive all those calls from Nora. Hello, how are you? Why aren't you attending class? Hi, why you missed class for 3 months? Sorry, for 3 weeks. Of course, we can't allow you for 3 months. For 3 weeks, what's happening? So are you in your customer's journey at every point? Post-purchase, then until you build that loyalty where the customer is just talking about you and recommending you everywhere. So it's important for brands to sit within that customer journey and make that experience throughout the journey very satisfying to that customer.
Old truth, relationships matter. New truth, relationships are everything, with companies becoming more tone aware to all issues concerning their customers. So I'll give the best example to give right now is Kazuma's incident.
Yeah.
So Zuma kicked a cat. There's a video of him kicking a cat, and one of the brands that sponsor him, Adidas, responded by dropping him. Yeah. And apparently this is because, first of all, it's inhumane.
Yes.
No one should ever treat animals like that. That's
Yes.
a fact.
Yes.
Why would you kick a cat? Anyway, secondly, because of course there are Adidas customers who love cats. I mean, I wear Adidas on most of these shows. I don't know why I'm not wearing Adidas today, but I wear Adidas on most of these episodes. And I've owned a cat before. I currently own a dog. So Adidas's response towards Zuma's incident, to some point, yes, I'm like, yes, the brand is not, at least they're not tone deaf.
Yeah.
They're actually doing something some of their customer segments would
Yeah.
want. I don't know whether they risk alienating the other part that doesn't have cats and doesn't really think it's a big deal, but all I know is a brand that stands for animal rights is a brand I am willing to back.
Yeah.
I would never kick a cat.
Yeah.
And if someone kicked a cat, I would definitely have an issue about it.
Yeah.
Whether Adidas is sponsoring you or not, whether
Yes.
they've dropped you or not, I personally, Piper, would definitely have an issue with anyone who mistreats animals. That's just me.
Yes.
Yeah. And I support what Adidas did, because people have to get it in their heads that you can't just do anything just because you're a star,
Yeah.
just because you have some money. It doesn't mean you can just do anything you
Yes.
want.
Yes.
Then we move on to the next point. Old truth, agility is a technology process. New truth, agility is the modern marketing approach. Yeah. So companies make decisions faster, way faster. The fortunate outcome of the crisis was to create a mindset of marketing agility that is likely to be permanent. So this includes continuous consumer listening and demand sensing, not only for the benefit of marketing, but for a full company to capture the zest of customer sentiment. So every now and then, there's another gentleman from Datamine that always calls just to ask, how are you doing? You normally don't go through, you finish through your Zoom lessons. Why? You have a problem with the internet. You know, is there a way we can help you finish the lessons so that you don't just drop out all the time in the middle? So, and there's a time that the lecturer wanted us to come in person, but one of our classmates had lost someone. So he was like, hey, you know what? We'll just do it online. If you guys are going for the funeral, please do. But I'll teach the class online. So brands need to be able to make decisions that fast. It's no longer about, let's send it to Nairobi so that people approves. Nairobi's like, let's also send it to the UK so that the main office approves. By the time you get back, the customer is gone. Loyalty is it's close to zero now. People are looking for convenience. People are looking for care. Then another point is old truth. your brand should stand behind great products, but the new truth right now is your brand should stand for great values. Yeah. And this is why we're seeing so many brands right now engaging in CSR activities.
Yeah.
You know, they're giving out to the needy.
Yes.
You saw the number of brands that in Uganda that contributed towards the COVID fund.
Yes.
Yeah. Others gave us jerry cans, others gave us pickups, you know, others gave us free airtime. So if I haven't mentioned your brand, don't worry. At least you didn't give us those bins. Just but your brand should definitely stand behind great values.
Yeah.
And I am all for CSR activities. I
Yes.
am all for value
Yes.
as opposed to just giving me a product.
Yeah.
You know, right now Apple is selling iPhones in smaller boxes. Why?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to tell their people that hey, we are also behind conserving the
Yes.
environment. This is why our packaging is becoming smaller. This is why we now just give you your iPhone, cable, and a plug. That's it. Yeah. Why? Because we also want to be on the right side of history, whereby they will say, oh, Apple also did this and this and this
Yeah.
to combat this. I've seen brands like Stanbic Bank planting trees, brands like UBL planting trees, brands like Airtel. They had that 12-day campaign over Christmas where they gave back to people. You
Yeah.
can imagine.
Yeah.
As a family of, I think 5, 6. She has diabetes, so she lost her leg. Her immediate, her first daughter, the firstborn, has not the firstborn, but one of her daughters had a spinal cord injury. She couldn't walk. Yeah, and Airtel came to their rescue, gave him I think 7 million shillings. So this I am all for, the new truth. Your brand should definitely stand behind great values. Then I think the last point is old truth. You need the right tech to drive modern marketing success. New truth, you need the right balance of factors to drive modern marketing success. And I know NCP Bank does this. So can you just, as a parting shot, talk about this, please?
When it comes to customer experience these days, it's not all about technology. You have to have a balance. And that balance means that your digital and we call it phygital, your digital and your physical environment have to be very aligned to each other. So, for example, if I know that the internet platform is going to be down, I should be able to then let you know in time that, you know what, the platform is going to be down, but you could have alternative A and B. And even then, what we do is, if we have such cases, we can then discount probably the pricing. If, let me say, the ATM is down and people are stranded at the ATM, we could tell them come into the branch, and then for that withdrawal, you're not going to be charged. So you need to be very aware of what's happening in your environment and offer us a seamless experience that when I come to your, let me say, digital, I should get the same experience in the physical. For example, if you made a transaction online, let me say you went to an agent banking shop, and you made a transaction, you should come to your internet banking and see your balance reflecting. It shouldn't come 4 days later. I should go to the branch to make a withdrawal and find that my balance is reflecting. So that kind of alignment is very important for brands, to make sure that your physical and your digital are aligned. If your internet banking platform is looking so wow, and then I come to your branch and the desks are worn out, people are wearing slippers and pulling them around, there's no experience, it kills the mood, despite the fact that your digital was really, really good. So for me, parting shot is customer experience is now becoming the space to compete. Whatever you're giving as a brand, and I'll go back to banking, whatever you're giving as a bank, every other bank is giving. Customers now want fast contact resolution. When I come to you first time, you should be able to solve my problem. But customers are also understanding. They know that things fail. But then how do you then handle them when things fail? Are you constantly updating them, telling them of what is happening? Or do you leave them to the dogs? So customers want to be constantly updated. You know what? I'll give an example. There's an experience I met with a brand when we had a shutdown in another environment I was in, but I liked the way this brand really interacted with us, the stakeholders. At every 1 hour, there was a report coming on what they're doing and how they're and the message, I actually said I need to go to this person and they teach me how to craft these messages. The messages were so humble and really helpful. So brands need to be that able to resolve issues, but also give customer constant feedback where you're unable to resolve at that time. Customers understand it's instead of when a customer comes and people are hiding because they don't want to interface with that sadness, with that madness. But also just to say, as CIM, the Chartered Institute of Marketing, so it's very fit for people to understand what customer insights are. It is not a surprise that they've come up with this module in their program. It's a module that is done at level 4, and it is very insightful. It just snaps you awake on what to be aware of. And I must say, I teach that module. I'm really proud of teaching that. And throughout the years that I've taught that module, I have had 100% success rate. I haven't had a student fail. Same applies to planning campaigns, which also feeds into sort of the customer insights. All the students that I have taught, I have had 100% pass rate. And that has given Datamine commendation letters to that is selling our brand as Datamine. But just to also say that the experience I get as being a customer experience manager and bringing that space into the classroom and sharing with the students, it impacts a lot, and also learning from the students, because when we study, you're getting and they're getting and they're giving you. It helps us become successful as Datamine, and it's no wonder that we've gotten all those commendation letters with all the students, and the fact that even when COVID was there, studying didn't stop. Students I taught when COVID was beginning are now at level 7. Other study centers sat down and waited for curtains to be opened. So as marketers or as people in the business space or as organizations, it is very important to equip yourself with that very important aspect of customer insights. When you dig deeper into customer insights, you're going to have to even become a mathematician, because it needs studying data, analyzing, coming up with trends and making sense of those trends. And I must have done it in my work as a customer experience manager, and it's very amazing the trends you get and how that information then helps you turn around the business or make a change in the business. So just to mention that customer insights is a very, very important aspect of customer experience. Thank you.
All right, so that was Leah. Very, very passionate about customer insights, you can tell. We are short of time, so let me just close it off. This is the Marketing and Datamine podcast. Datamine is an accredited study center of the CIM, who just got commendation for customer insights. 100% pass rate you guys have had. So if you want to pass, you now know the institution to study from. This session happens every Thursday, 6 p.m. The final episodes are uploaded to our YouTube channel. I'll forward a link. And to everyone that joined in today, thank you so much. We love you. And yes, until next Thursday.